Once you're ingesting traces from your Kubernetes cluster into Coralogix, you can really start to drill down into where your slow services are, where your error-prone services are. Let me show you. So if we hover over Explore here and we go to Tracing, you can see that we load our tracing view. You've got a couple of different options here for how you can visualize this data. So I won't go into all of the different configuration options. Again, getting to know Coralogix is your friend here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to visualize the traces here. So this is the full duration of the transactions. And I'm going to say I want to see the really slow ones. So the way I can do that is by saying, well, just show me the 99th percentile of really slow ones, and then show me those with just errors as well. So I want to see the slow ones with errors. I'll sort it by duration to get the really slow ones, and we can see here that we've got some real outliers with our Lambda functions. So automatically, with only a few clicks, we've managed to get ourselves out of our Kubernetes cluster, which is very convenient for us. And we can see that some of our serverless functions actually might be causing some slowdowns. We can see here that this is a Kubernetes-based example, a load generator here, which is entirely based on a Python service, which is running on Kubernetes. It's 3 seconds with an error there, and there's 30 different spans in this. So we know this is quite a complex one. So once we open this up, we can actually explore the individual trace itself and understand what's going on. So there's multiple different queries here, 8 queries going on here, and there's an error path that runs down here. Now we can see that up here, this is actually quite slow, so we can actually explore all the different values here. And see, the power of this is that with a few clicks, we're now looking at the slowest and very error-prone services that we've got. You've seen this in other videos as well, but what I can just show you quickly, we can see the logs, we can see the associated pod metrics and host metrics for your Kubernetes specific data as well. You can also see the metadata on the side, so anything that's relevant here, including, by the way, things like the actual queries that are run. So this is an actual query run against a Redis instance that's also running in Coralogix, in Kubernetes, sorry. So you can see here that we've got various different services, all highlighted by the different SDKs. But this is just a really, really nice use case for drilling down into some of the most difficult and complex parts of your cluster. And of course, you can explore outside of the cluster. As we said before, you can see the Lambda functions are here as well. But there's just so many different things you can do. And of course, once you define this, you can actually create an alarm from the data that you've got as well. So it's not just about observing and investigating, but it's actioning to stop this problem from constantly happening or stop yourself from constantly having to search for it. And there's a million different ways you can explore this data, but this is just one simple, really easy use case for finding those really slow services that are running in your Kubernetes cluster and exploring them with the full context of data, logs, metrics, and traces, all in the same view, rendered exactly how you want it to be.